All right, it's another harmonica player. What are you going to do? There's a lot of us because you don't need $3,000 to get a harmonica. So I'm a guy that picked up a harmonica in 1966, and I was thinking over the weekend. I'm in several harmonica groups, and I listen. I'll scroll through and I'll listen to some of the videos, and some of them I just scroll by, and it doesn't, and it's not a question of criticism or anything like that. It's just I don't have time for every video that's posted. Okay, but the thing I was thinking of is that I picked up a harmonica in 1966, and probably a year and a half later, I was introduced to blues harmonica, listening to Paul Butterfield, and which turned my life around in some ways. But at that time, there was audio recording equipment around. People had cassette recorders, and there were studios. I don't know. The first time I went into a recording studio was to play banjo on what somebody called an industrial for Toyota, I think, or something like that. But there was no harmonica on that. I don't think I heard my harmonica playing recorded until around 2013 or something like that, when I started doing YouTubes. You used to be able to record directly into YouTube, and I started to do that. I'd been in recording studios with other instruments, but I'd never heard my harmonica recorded up to that point. And forget video. That's around the same time. So when I was early on playing, maybe my brother heard the squeaks and the bad tunes and stuff like that, and maybe they didn't. I found it easy when I started. I play with a U block, a tongue curl, and so I was able to get single notes pretty quickly. And I spent a lot of time in that first year and a half just playing things like that would be for Christmas, and then that would be for St. Patrick's Day, etc., etc. My favorite is Somewhere Over the Rainbow. I just saw a thing, I guess Thursday night, with Mickey Raphael playing it. He does it in second position, but and I can do the blues stuff. I have a SoundCloud page full of stuff, and but what I would like to suggest, and this is by no means, I don't mean to pour water on anybody's enthusiasm for the instrument, but if you can play two simple tunes that somebody else can recognize, Oh Susanna, Red River Valley, This Land Is Your Land, any of those things. the Marines hymn, Irish Eyes Are Smiling, that Excelsis Deo song, okay? If you can play two songs, two melodies that somebody else hears and says, aha, that's Oh Susanna, or that's Irish Eyes Are Smiling, or that's whatever that is. That would be good before you started to post videos, you know? Because a lot of them they're not, I mean, it's a journey. I was listening to Adam Gussow earlier today, and he talks about the harmonica being a journey. But you don't want to put all the parts of the journey onto the video, you know? So I'm just going to throw this out there for you beginners. I know if you're playing Oh Susanna, you're thinking to yourself, this is square, this is lame, this is not blues. True. But if you don't have a sense of melody when you're playing the harp, then when you do play blues, it'll just be stringing together riffs, and they won't really have they won't have the melodic content that they should have. Okay. I just had a thought and I lost it. But anyway, yeah. So that's kind of what I wanted to throw out there. It can be first position. It can be second position if you can figure that one out. Yeah. Of course, in first position, I can't even play it in first position anymore. But oh, the other thing, the thought that went by. I was at a friend's house, I guess Christmas Day, maybe the day after, and I was thinking of Christmas songs, and I was trying to play Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, which is a little tricky. It jumps around in some strange ways, but I had it mostly, and I was thinking that I play a couple of other instruments, but only the harmonica allows me to sort of play without thinking too much. It's almost like talking or singing or whistling. I don't have to think about it in many cases. And the reason for that, I think, is because I spent a year and some time just playing first position melodies. Okay? So I just know where all the notes are. And I'm not thinking in terms of holes and 3 draw, 2 draw, bend, da da da. It's melodic. It's not just bouncing around, or not just moving from hole to hole. I never think about, am I at the 4th hole or the 3rd hole or the 1st hole or I'm thinking in terms of the melody. So for you beginners, it's a journey you have forever. There's no rush. Well, maybe you have a rush. You want to get up there on stage and you want to play the blues and rock the crowd, and that'll come. That will come. But you want to be, when you're posting a video, you want it to be something that the the rest of us can sort of enjoy. Even if it's rudimentary, even if it's got mistakes, I can enjoy stuff with mistakes. I make mistakes all the time. But it's got to be musical. That's I think what the point I'm trying to make. And that's enough out of me. Before I piss everybody in the modern blues harmonica group off, I will pass on. All right. Bye-bye.